Michael Barry. I define myself as an artist, art educator, and I'm happily retired at the moment. I was a teacher for many years, teaching art. So I always had an affinity for teaching, and in particular for teaching art. So when I retired, I went back to the school that I taught at 35 years ago, called St. Thomas. And I offered my services there to the school to say, have you got, maybe we can have an extracurricular classes for those who are interested. And because they don't have art there at the moment, you know. They have outcome-based arts and culture, but not art. So I revamped the art room. There was an art room there. That's another reason why I went back. And then we got all these kids to come after school. So they do it on a Wednesday and a Thursday after school, and maybe during break when we have a chance here. So that's why I'm back with the classes again, doing extracurricular art here. The Mendi Mural go back many years. I think we worked it out the other day, something like 35 years ago. This building that we're sitting in here now was a beer hall. They call it beer halls. It was a kind of space that was a kind of to suppress people, to oppress. So they made beer, and it wasn't like Castle Light, you know, it was heavy beer, Droga, that they offered here. So all the men would come here, and in a way it was the apartheid regime's way of keeping people in a kind of, I don't know, drunken state. You know, it was part of their philosophy as apartheid to keep you down there. So this place was always here. And many times people tried to burn this place down because it was an eyesore, and it was a place that the men went to and they got plastered, and a lot of violence came out of it and so forth. But they couldn't burn this place down because the walls were enormously thick. So we had a project close by, just down the road here with the Adcock homes, where the nurses or a project called Imvaba, where we brought all the arts together. Remember, this was during apartheid years, so a lot of the spaces where you could be an activist was closed down by the regime, but they found it very difficult to close down art, because how do you arrest somebody for doing art, you know? I did try. So we had a project there, and we saw this space here, it was standing empty at one stage. So we said, can't we claim that space and turn it into an art center? So what we did was, we came up here one day and we painted the mural on the outside, just to lay claim to it. And that's where that mural comes from. So it's been there for like 35 years now. Our dream has been fulfilled because this is now an art center, a very beautiful art center. So in a way, you know, it's come through. The mural worked. Well, the kids component we're busy with now is a project that is related to youth. It was during Youth Month. You know, our communities are very far apart. So the community I live in there, northern areas, you know, the so-called colored community, I call it, and the township community. Yes, the kids do get together, they get together at school, but not on a social level. So one of our objectives is to bring the kids together as well by painting this mural. So that is one of the objectives. The other objective, obviously, is to make the place look beautiful as well, and maybe send a message, you know. Our theme this year was Youth for the Future. And so that's what the murals are essentially about as well. On the whole, it was a good experience. There were challenges because we've got older kids and younger kids, and you know, to have a balance, because we wanted to mix the kids up, you see. So there's always that level of difference in terms of ability. But we look like we're overcoming that, you know, because as you said earlier on, you know, some conflict is good, some tension, let's not call it conflict, some tension is good because it brings it back. You either heal it or some honesty comes out of it, you see, that you can always use for future. Yeah, so yeah, it's been a good process, I think, yeah. And I think the kids enjoyed it, you know. Oh, there's such a lot of value in doing things like this, you know. Even the community people that walk past One guy came to the fence the other day and he thanked us. He said, so nice that you could bring the kids off the street, especially during the holiday, give them something positive to do. I mean, that's one positive thing already, you know. Just with them being here is a plus, you know, for them and for us. Plus, they're learning a little bit of skills, they're learning how to interact with other people, learning a little bit of discipline. They got to be at a certain time. So there's a lots of value in the art, you know. And they artists, so it's opening up a door for them as well, isn't it?
I am 17 years old and I live in Brighton.
I am Lee van Rooyen. I am 17 years old and I attend St. Thomas Senior Secondary School.
Kiara Frikander, and I'm 17 years old. I go to St. Thomas.
My name is Odette Kushindwana. I'm originally from Zimbabwe. I'm going to be 12 years old this year.
My name is Anita Meeting. I live in New Brighton.
Hi, Kamalam Pethuel Matutawoni. I'm from New Brighton.
It's actually been very nice and helpful. I've learned a lot regarding art and teamwork, you know, because I met these people last week and we were put into different groups. So, you know, we could get to know other people, like from the other schools. And it's been a good team bonding experience.
It's been stressful, but we made it through the last week, and today we are helping each other here and there mostly, and I won't say it has been a struggle, but we had like a few bumps here and there with each other, but we made it through the week. Yeah.
For me, it was a great experience because not a lot of children got what the chances I gave because a lot of people end up in the streets and something like that, and I'm happy to experience what I got here.
I'm lucky to be chosen for this mural, work, because I always see new people, new faces every day.
I would say it has been challenging, fun, and I got to know people that I didn't think I would know in life. And it was also fun getting to know other people, to see the other people in the outside world.
It's quite challenging but lovely, because as a mentee, besendiziqhelile into ezilawe, mara ke ndiye ndasebenza nezinye ilentuza abanye abantu ndiye ndadibana nabo, so ndafumaniseka uba hayi mani kwa aba bendiqhela uba mentorisha izi-students ezi, ndazibona uba hayi ziyakhululeka shembo ndiphelile le ntuza igile uba hayi asiroyika sihleli yintlanga nentondoni, mara endaphi siklikha ngomnye kuyavana nje.
So the theme was the youth and the future. So basically we decided on a protest like at the bottom of our mural, and then the African continent, and basically art that symbolizes peace, and also something that symbolizes power, especially with the youth, because we have to empower our youth to create a better future, and also something that symbolizes growth and transformation. So we try to incorporate all of our ideas into one mural.
Our group, we made mostly a heel that shows, it has hands on it, which shows that no matter what kind of hand size, because the hand size is like big, small, so it doesn't matter what age you are, we're going to stand through unity and we will empower each other, because now in this day and time, we are just breaking down each other. So we want to show the youth that we can empower each other. So that is why we made a heel. And Also, our mural consists of dark colors, which shows that our youth is not all rainbows and sunshines and things. It also has depressing times. So it shows that our youth also struggles. So yeah, that is why we made our background, our scenery dark. Yeah.
Our theme was like a background that what happened in like years ago. There were burnt houses, broken flats, and everybody didn't have like hope. So we did from the past, we changed it into the future. And then we put like new houses with no broken things. And then we put like a rainbow, brighter, so that everyone could see that this is the future.
The difference between past and future.
We were given a task that masi sithethe ngezitori zethu as groups. And then I suggested, hey man, each and every group, they are doing the same thing. Why they are talking about the past and the present, you know? And then I suggested to my younger team, because that man, how about nobody say express about now, present, forget about the past or 1970, talk about your feelings right now and express them through, you know, so I suggest about man must explore you.
I would tell them if you find it inspiring, if you feel like, okay, this is a passion for me, you can do it, because I also didn't think at the beginning, okay, I thought like art is just art, but then I actually began to like go into the art and I found out, no, there's a bigger meaning behind art. So I want to become part of this. So they should also think like that. Not that I'm saying they have to, I'm just saying that if they think like that, and if they think like that, they can actually be part of it if they want.
My idea is like maybe serious, less like of South African mean, a bit serious and if not.
They should come, because it's actually a very uplifting experience. You know, it's very inspiring, especially for younger people. They are very artistic, and there isn't really a lot of opportunities for artistic people. You know, the world revolves around money and all that. So it's inspiring, you know, just to get more people involved. So yeah.
Abantwana ndingathi bona baba noza apha banga like ba create something, like umuntu unga create into ecingayo, into like onayo ba xa ubuzwa ufuna ukwenza ntoni about youth thing. Now ungacinga ba ku youth kukho abantu like black people, ubone abantu Black Lives Matter iphuma every day.
They mustn't give up, and they must be willing to give time and patience, because izinto azizi ngendlela ezithile, and zizinto opportunity ezinqabileyo apha elokishini eziya. So nabo mabathi xa bezilento izinto bangazidoubt, abame izandla zombini, chance eyi-one.
My name is Ngoli Sitola Sapeta. I live here in New Brighton. Well, we were lucky to have been chosen by the museum, the art museum here in Port Elizabeth, the Nelson Mandela Art Museum, to be specific, in collaboration with the Red Location Art Gallery, to take part in the youth mural at the Mendi Art Center. And we're fortunate because this is the first artwork that is coming into the art center since it's opened. I do a lot of public art, but in particular, I run a studio and an art school, you know. It's in its rudiments, but it's an art school. It's open to the youths. I've got mentees that are permanent running the school. It's always open. They have the key to themselves. They open up and work there every day. And we do hold occasionally some workshops with the younger kids. Well, besides the youth one is on the other side where there's new panels that have been erected together with the new renovations that happened with the new art center as it opened, because historically the building was a beer hall. So we tried to initiate that this hall could be transformed into an art center, as there were no art centers in the vicinity. So it involved a lot of protest, a lot of shouting, and but we decided we'd do a mural without anyone's permission. We did a mural. It was the mid-90s. I can't remember well specifically which year was it, but a whole lot of people. It was not just us, but we were part of Imvaba group then. Imvaba operated around here in Port Elizabeth in the 80s, late 80s and 90s. So we were primarily part of Imvaba that initiated the mural together with the residents of New Brighton. And everybody, anyone who was just passing around, was welcome to take part in that particular mural. The themes vary, and they depend solely on the youth. We encourage the youth to express themselves, but we did inspire them to think about what could come into the future. How do they see themselves in the future? And can they be able to express that visually by means of a line, image, and color? So if you go throughout the mural, you'll see there's quite a variation of imagery and themes that are owned by the children and are their own creative initiatives. Well, it has been challenging and joyful, you know, because we're working with different groups of youths that come from different community backgrounds around Gqeberha. So in that way, we have grouped them together, you know, against who comes from where. We group them together according to a need to integrate these kids from these different backgrounds and see what they come up with. Surprisingly, on the first day, there was a whole lot of connection between them, and everything came out so well and so colorful. Well, you could see from the communities their response to the ongoing mural, particularly the parents of the youths that are involved in the project. They're so eager to let them come to this project. And at some point I had a whole lot of other parents that were coming to my place to see if there is a slot to get their kids coming. Unfortunately, there was a limited number that was stipulated in the word go that we could accommodate throughout these creative processes. And unfortunately, we had to say no, which was a difficult part of the mural, the part that was challenging, to say no to these kids. And some of the kids came to the gates to try and be part of this. But you know, these processes also include a certain amount of stipend to inspire the children and make sure that they've got what they want in the processes. And that was also limited to the particular number that we have been stipulated to bring into the mural. So that was the challenging part. But the creative process is the most colorful and fun part.
My name is Ayanda Mji. I'm from New Brighton. I'm staying in Kunguluza. I'm a ceramicist, but I do teach in Kubeko. I'm one of the lecturers that are facilitating here at Mendi Art Center. I enjoy working with the children. It was like so inspiring because most of them, it was easy to work with them because like at least they know about what they want to do. And even for the drawings, we started with them with the drawings, and it was easy and it was flowing as well. So yeah, and they understand even the concept, the whole concept when we were talking to them.
Clear as the light of day. Osieza, osieza, sizofika we baba noma. Osieza, osieza, siyakudla lomhlaba, siyawela napesheya kulezo ntaba zemnyama. Lapha sobheka phansi konke kuhlupheka.
Hi, my name is Utando Baduza. I am the Chief Curator of Red Location Art Gallery. We are particularly pleased that we've gotten an opportunity to restore the Mendi Art Center mural, as well as install new murals that speak to the youth at the Mendi Art Center. I think we view this project as a timely one because it's important that not only we restore the heritage that comes with the original mural that was painted by the Imvaba group with the community, but also that we get youth involved in these kind of projects. I think it's important that the center as well is a beacon of creativity and light, and we see as a city that this important project where we are finding youth from the northern areas interacting with youth from New Brighton as a critical component in our strategy as a city to ensure that all citizens of the Metro can benefit from our program. So we're very excited and pleased that this project has happened, and we trust that these kind of partnerships across the city will continue to grow, and we will see more of them happening.